Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Susie and this is Susie's Journey Through Makeup. I am sure that is probably the corniest intro you've probably heard, maybe ever, but we're gonna go with it. So, I've already done this like 85 times, so I'm socially awkward. We're going to focus on this. Alright, so this is the intro video for the Turn and Burn Project Pan. That is a Pantastic Ladies collab, and that's a collab on Facebook. I'm looking at my phone because it's the details, so if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my phone. But the Turn and Burn is a 2023 Project Pan. It started January 1st and it goes all the way till December 31st. I'm jumping on it late. I did get started on the Project Pan in probably July 2nd or 3rd, which is just a couple of days ago, but my daughter's birthday is July 4th, so we don't really get a whole lot done in the days before and after, especially when my husband has the days off and we do a whole family thing. So I have used a couple of them, not much, and it's not really a great consistent list. This shouldn't be a super long video because I'm not going to go into super detail since it is basically just the intro. But let me tell you a little bit about the intro. The intro was created by Jessica Lee. She's over on Pantastic Ladies Collab on Facebook, and I will try to link any of her links below. I'm still very new to not really project panning, but project panning socially. So the whole point is that I want to get better at using my makeup and I want to hold myself accountable. And I don't hate pan. I don't pan items I don't like, I don't enjoy. I will try and I will keep giving it a try because first impressions don't mean a whole lot for me. I mean, it's my first impression, but those have been changed. My first impressions have went both for the good and for the bad. So I do get first impressions and I do make first impressions, but I don't have that as the set in stone. So, but during project panning and when I'm using my makeup and skincare and hair care and any products, I will get to that point where I'm like, okay, this just isn't working for me. At which point I don't care where it's at, what it's for, how much it costs, what it's doing, it will go into the declutter pile. So that is kind of my focus for wanting to project pan, is I want to use my makeup, I want to use my products, because I do tend to favor like, oh my gosh, this is so expensive, I can't use it. I've got to save it for a rainy day. I've got to save it for that special event. I'm not a big special event kind of gal. I'm kind of just an everyday kind of gal. So that is the purpose of this. However, now that I went crazy on that, Jessica Lee, links down below, and it's just you use up as many gimme products, deluxe sizes, minis, and sample products as possible. And I have, in case I do get through the ones that I will be showing you, I have a tub more here, and then I have like perfumes and like scattered throughout my beauty room. So if it does come to the point where I'm going through all of these products and the project is not even close to being over, I'll just start pulling in more and we'll just go through that as we go. But these are the ones that I really do want to at least get through. And this one is an e.l.f. toner. And I put it in these little spray bottles, which I got this from Amazon, and these are the best spray bottles in the entire world. I love them. I got 3 smalls, 3 largers. This is 1 ounce, and then I got 2 ounces. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be going and buying all of the stuff because these are amazing. I use them for everything. So this is what's left. I have used it probably 3 times now, and I will say I'm not a huge fan. I am pretty picky on my toner. Like, I don't really have sensitive skin, but it kind of made it burn a little bit. Not aggressively, not annoyingly. It wasn't like, oh God, I gotta get this off my face. But it was a little bit of a burn, and I don't like that. Especially around my nose ring area. Of course, this is, I had my nose ring out for several years and I just put it back in, so it may be because it was just a little bit sensitive of that, but it wasn't just the nose ring area, it just really burnt at that area. But the whole face, it did kind of burn a little bit, but I will try to get through it unless it just starts to really irritate my skin, at which point I'll just toss it. And so I'm going to keep this until this is empty, but we will measure up on here and I'll put a tape and mark it and everything like that just so we can keep up with it. I do use toner pretty well. Toner and hyaluronic acid, for some reason I just blow through those, so that's good. Another one that I have really good use on, this one is my original Tachi cream. So I do want to finish using this one up, but it's going to be done tonight, so I love how that smells. So that's what's left of it. There's just not much of it left. And I do have this one also that I'm wanting to use up, which is new, and I haven't used any of it yet. One second. Okay, so we're gonna have to deal with my horrible editing skills until I can figure all that fun stuff out. But this one is a new one, and I do want to use it, but I don't want to use it until I use some of these other ones, because this one is a pretty new one still. It has only been in my collection. Hang on. I had my AC on through the first video that I forgot that it was on. I live in Oklahoma. It gets hot in the summer in here. And so I'm just getting a little bit overheated because my air conditioner's not on. It's fine. But at any rate, so if you sound like, if you hear that I sound like I'm trying to choke to death, that's just because I'm hot. Menopause for the win. But yeah, so I will use this one, and I do want to use this one up, but I don't want to use this one up right away. I want to put it for once I get through some of these mostly e.l.f. Moisturizers. And speaking of, one of the e.l.f. ones that I want to get through is this one. I have used it a time or two. It is the e.l.f. and I see that it is backwards, and I apologize, but I mean, you know, learning. So it is the e.l.f. moisturizer. It is the Super Hydrate a Moisture with Hydrating Squalene. We're going to go with that because, you know. But I'm not a huge fan of this already. I've used it a couple times. It smells okay, but it's like a weird gel-like, gritty, weird texture. I'll use it, but I just know I will never buy this intentionally unless it just does the most amazing stuff ever to my skin, and so far it has not. It's fine. It's a moisturizer, but I would rather buy others that I really enjoy. So there's that one. And then this one I have been using again. It is also e.l.f. and it is the Holy Hydration Eye Cream. And it's not bad. It is pretty decent. And it's not heavily scented. The other one from e.l.f. isn't. The Tachi is a lot more scented than these two are. But I have used very little of it. So I think I've used it maybe 3 times too. But it's not bad. I would use it, and I mean, it's just an eye cream. I don't really know what to say yet. It's just an eye cream, but it's not horrible. I'd buy it. If it does its thing, I'd buy it. And then the other one is this e.l.f. Holy Hydration Daily Cleanser. And I've used one of these up before because this is the second sample size. Oh, it's still not even open, so I'm not going to mess with it. I don't think it's super scented. I really don't. But I'll use this up when I get through. Oh, I left in my bathroom. There is it's a travel size, like First Aid Beauty cleansing oil and makeup remover. Oh, I apologize. We have an herself, and I'll turn my phone ringer down. My daughter's not here today, so I wanted to keep it up. But anyways, that First Aid Beauty, oh, I love that stuff. And I've only used it twice, but whenever I get through with it, I will repurchase a full size because it does amazing to get the makeup off. So anyways, I'll be using this one. That's another one I'm focused on. Another e.l.f. product is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Watermelon Gel Cleanser. My daughter is obsessed with the Jelly Pop from e.l.f. I think it's a watermelon thing more than a product thing. She's turned 16 years old on July 4th. She's got flawless skin, in my opinion. So, you know, pretty sure she could wash with bar soap and be okay. But she loves this stuff. And I had bought her one, and I had got one free. And so I figured I'd use it. It had a full-size moisturizer, which she loves, so I just gave that one to her. But I wanted to try this one. So I do want to get that. I don't know that this is a gimme product or a travel size or anything like that. I can't remember. But this won't last me long because I wash my face twice a day. So it won't last long. And then this one, good luck reading that little green writing. It may be better. So this is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Cream. It's the CBD version. And one of these days when we do story time, I will tell you, it doesn't have a super strong scent. I will tell you the beef that I have with e.l.f. Cosmetics. And these are ones that have lasted through a massive e.l.f. declutter. and I just want to get through them. I'm trying to get past my grudge of them because some of the things they have are just so amazing, and then, like, you know, don't expect stuff to not be expired when you buy it. But so I want to get through this one. And I mean, if you're keeping track, I've got right now just 2 decent sized moisturizers, but I do have till the end of the year, and I do use moisturizers in a lot of areas, so that's pretty good. And this one is the number 7 Advanced Retinol Night Concentration, and it is teeny tiny, just the teeniest little amount. And I don't even know if I've opened it. Oh, I have. So I want to get this used. If I've used it, I just kind of smelled it or whatever. So this one I want to get through. I have a Tachi night cream, which I don't see in here, so it's probably beside my bed, and I want to use that one. Oh wait, no, I think that's in a different project pen. Scratch that. Okay, so then I have the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Long Life Herb Eye Treatment. And I know I had at one time one of those green, is a green tube of eye treatment, and it started with a V, and I can't remember, and that stuff lasted me ages because it just took the teeniest little amount. I haven't used this one, and it still has the seal on it, so I've got that elf one that I'm wanting to use up first, but then I'm going to start moving on to this one after that. So I do want to use this one up, and that's another one. And then here comes the packets and stuff that I'm going to be focusing on. This is a cucumber gel mask extreme detox, and I'm sure I just got it in like a Walmart boxy beauty thing, whatever. And then these are self tanning drops medium. I'm hoping this will do an entire body, because how much sense does it make to let you tan your arm, you know? So I don't know. I'm gonna try to either use them or I'm gonna get rid of them, but those are gonna be used up. And then I have the Makeup Forever foundation ones, and all of these, maybe this one, yeah, maybe this one I can use, and I may have to try to, I don't know, but I'm not going to force myself to use them. I'll know if I like the formula or not with this one. To be honest, 2.2 would have been better for me, but this one is 2.3, so I'll make it work, even if it is on one of those days that I'm just not leaving the house and I'm just wanting to try out the formula. So this I want to get through. Another Makeup Forever Reboot. Hey, if it's lighter, I can mix them. I don't feel like that's lighter. But this one, and it has the same, you know, light, medium or and dark. But this one, I don't know. I'd like to try that one, see how that works on me or whatever. Maybe use these for a bronzer or something. Not really sure, but I'll figure something out. But I'd like to use these. And then back to more packets. Wait, I thought there was one more. There is. And then this foundation. I am forever on the hunt for foundations. I don't know if it's a me thing, but I'm a face toucher sometimes. And so foundations just don't last for me. And I don't like super matte because I feel like it's just too thick and heavy for me. So I'm always on the foundation kick. And I have found some holy grails in some pretty surprising places. So I love foundation. So this is the Clinique Even Better foundation. And I don't have the Even Better Clinical like this one, but I did recently buy this Clinique Beyond Perfecting, and I love that one. So I got that from the cosmetic company store, I think is what it's called, and I really liked it. So this one, again, I'll use this lightest shade and maybe try to mix up some kind of bronzer effect, you know. So that's, I'm going to use those. Thankfully, this is just a tiny amount, and I highly doubt that's even going to do my face. So I may just have to, like, yep, works good. We'll see. And CEO Sunday Riley little packet. I'm going to use that. I was like, oh, this is going to be a fast video. And here I am 50 minutes later, still jattering. I'll try to kick it up a notch. At any rate, these ones are just a mosh pit. Is that another foundation? It is. These are just a mosh pit of little packets and stuff that I want to get through. And again, this is just a starting point. So if I do end up going through all this and I want to add more to it, I've got all these containers that I'll just cram stuff from. And then these ones, again, I'm going to try this one. Actually, I feel like I may be a mix between these two. And they're just such a minuscule amount. I feel like they just want you to test it on your skin, which that's not going to tell you if you like the formula or not. So that seems, I mean, the Makeup for Everyone's, to me, that's enough to do a face. Even if it's a thin layer, that's still going to be enough to do a face to know if you like it or not. This is like, oh, is it a shade match? And that's kind of it. So I'll use those up, but then we'll be done. And then that is it for my containers. So that is the ones I'm going to be going through and everything like that. And while we were recording and I'm going to have to test out my editing skills, it's because I heard my granddaughter has arrived. So I am probably going to put a pin in making the next video, unless she's in there napping because it's now quiet, which boys, I hope I didn't wake her up. So anyhow, that's going to be it. I'm going to upload this. I do have another project pan intro, and that one will be an intro and a, let me look. That one will be an intro and a first update because I believe that one is already underway. And if I'm not mistaken, Pan is the word, and I think it uploads on the 4th, and I'm waiting till closer to the 9th. So these may end up being uploaded out of order, or I may just blow them all up at one time. I mean, it's not really going to matter at this point. So anyways, I do want to do the pan is the word, and I do want to do the clue. So those two are other project pans coming. I don't know if I'm going to, I heard my grandbaby. I don't know if I'm going to do any kind of, I'll try to do a collection or something at least of eyeshadows so that way you can see all the ones. I think other than the Tarte one, I don't know that I've hit pan in any eyeshadow that I have. I'm trying to think, and I don't think I have. So, I do want to hit pan on every eyeshadow, at least one pan. So that's another thing that's going to be coming. I'll do hauls. I'll do this. I'll do that. Everything else, not really sure. But I hope your project pans are going amazing. Use up all that makeup, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.